What do we have here? This is one of my most anticipated items that I've been waiting for the last 4 or 5 months. It is one of the brand new Rodzilla T-Rexes. And I have not even opened this up. Okay, there's a little paddle. Oh, okay. So you just pull it open and then there's a paddle switch to close them. This is the T-Rex. Now, I got to see this and shoot on it back at Nationals, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I saw how the packaging was done, so I wish I could say I'm totally surprised, although it is nonetheless as awesome as I remember. So here's what you get. First off, there's a case that you can purchase with it. He laser cuts this really high density foam for it, which when I pull everything out, I'll show you. And everything fits like a dream, so you're good there. Comes with, this is for raising and lowering the bridge. This is your joystick. Now this is going to be a bit of a departure from what you might be expecting. It is very light. In fact, if you look, the center of balance is probably right about here, right? Very, very light. And I was a little thrown off when I first got to play with this back at Nationals, because I thought, wow, that just doesn't feel right. But once it's hooked up, the fact that it's really light really allowed me to get really incredible resolution as I was, moving amongst the rings. And I really came to love it. In fact, you can kind of cup your finger behind it and move it around, which I really enjoyed doing. We've got, just a set of wrenches. Obviously, everything's going to fit what we need. We've got some bench feet here, and these are so you need these no matter whether you use the sand feet or the bench feet, and these are what are going to lock down your position for you. So we'll put those on in a second. We've got our sand feet, which you can see it's a really nice radiused or cone-shaped. I don't know. I'm not an engineer, but definitely a departure for what I used to seeing for my dirt feet. And I have been told, I used them one time and it was in, I don't know, like slightly rocky sandy over at Ben Avery. And I was really impressed with how, there was no movement on the rest. I haven't tried them in like a solid dirt, but I have no reason to believe they'd be any different. But they come with, in fact, both of these come with this really durable, hard, it's a concrete anchor point that he puts in here. These things are just bulletproof, not going to dent or bend on you. And so anyway, here's the sand feet. And you just pull out the foam. Now again, very hard, very high density laser cut foam. Or CNC cut? I can't remember, but it's custom cut. Oh, sorry. And here it is. Now, I am the first person to receive a colored, beautiful blue T-Rex. So let me put this down real quick. Let me get this out of the way. Beautiful. Oh my god, that's so sexy. So his original color was kind of a burnt orange, kind of a cool color, and I said, hey, if you're gonna send me one, any chance I can get a blue? And he goes, sure. He goes, heck, I think I'll just offer them to everybody. So he will have available, if it's not on there already, blue. He's doing this really, really bright, vibrant red and a pearl black. I've seen all three. All three are amazing, so you can't go wrong with it. Let's put the feet on real quick. I'm going to go ahead and start with the sand feet because they're probably the ones I'm most likely to use. So there's 3 components. You have the foot that'll have the thread on it no matter which one you use. You have a cone washer. I think that's what these are called. And then we have the knob. The control knob. So what we are going to do, and one of the things about how this works, you can either choose to thread on the knob and put your washer facing up and come up underneath if you want to control it that way, or you can come in from the top, right? So this will thread up and then you can come in from the top, which is how I'm going to set this up real quick. And I'm not going to get too precise. I'm just going to screw it all the way down so that we can just get it sitting up on some feet. Okay. And then we're going to put that, and then make sure there's a stub on one side that goes down, because that's going to apply the pressure. All right, there's one. Man, I'm so excited to shoot on this thing. All right, there's two. And let's get three in. Now this is designed to shoot two legs in the back. I know with other brands, I've seen both ways, either single foot towards you or 2 feet towards you. I think most F-class guys that I've seen, I know Benchrest can be a little different, but I know most F-class guys that I've seen are using 2 feet backwards, which is always how I've run my other rests. And the biggest reason for that is, obviously, if you've got both feet in the back, it's easier to make a leveling difference without having to get up and get in front of everything that's going on. So we've got our feet on. That sits nice. Joystick, this just slides right on. And you can go, what he's done is there's a longer shaft coming out, and this whole piece is hollow. So as you put it on, you can adjust. So maybe like me, I shoot a Z-rail Macmillan, so I'm probably going to want to bring it out further. You might shoot a shorter stock and you want to bring it all the way in. It doesn't matter. You tighten it down and boom, Bob's your uncle. There you go. One of the biggest game-changing features on this is the ability, by using this, you plug it in here, and let me turn this a little bit. So you have your control port here, and you have the locking port here. Now, he will tell you, you don't have to lock this down. This is more of a nice to have, not a have to have, and I think people are going to find that they'd like to shoot it differently. For guys that want to play with it a lot, you don't have to lock this down, or you can just snug it just a little bit. There's going to be other guys who get where they want to be. They make their adjustment, and then they're going to come over here real quick, and they're going to give it a quick snug. And then he's got a brass fitting in between here so that it's making good contact and protecting your block there. So the way this works, you can see I'm inserting, this is the lock, I'm just loosening it a little bit. And again, think about it. I'm in the prone position, I'm behind my joystick, I want to come up a little bit. Great. See that? And let me tilt it just so you can see a little better here. I guess that's not going to work. Here you go. So you can see, look at that. Okay. So while you're in the prone position, you can make your elevation change difference. Come over here and lock it down. Pull it out, go to shoot. That way this thing's not sitting there in your way. And away you go. Now there's other features to this that I'm going to definitely go into more detail on. This is just so exciting. I might have to make a trip out to the range tomorrow just so I can do some shooting on it. You'll also notice that I am getting to test out the new Ibs Legal Sandbag. So this is made by Edgewood, and it fits in here. It's got a tension adjustable bevel on it. Really, really nicely made. I'll do some close-ups on this a little bit later, but also very excited to try this out and just see how it works compared to my 5-axis top that I love. It will fit on here as well. I can swap them out interchangeably. Not a big deal. So there is your first peek at the new T-Rex. I'm going to be playing with it over the next week or so. I will get a nice in-depth review on it. But man, I am about as excited as I get. I've had a couple really cool things show up in the last couple weeks. They're really blowing my mind. Rod's creation is just the latest in some amazing technology that's going into our sport. So tune in for some more reviews on this. And I'm going to go out and start loading here right now. So see you guys soon.